Like a lot of the people online just keep saying, Jaypee, you gotta replace Jaypee, gotta replace Jaypee.
Listening to the comment section, listening to the netizens, it has to be one of the worst management.
Let's start right with MPL Indo. Albert and Key, they didn't go to the playoffs. That's insane, Mirko.
Dude, this is the first season ever in their careers, Albert and Key, that they failed to make it to the playoffs. And it's crazy to think because EVOs were such a good team at the start of the season.
Yeah, it's been really tough for Yehezkiel, and the clear, AOG, flicker out from Yehezkiel. It's an abyssal arrow connecting on the key. Again, Witty's gonna be bursted down. Natco finds the kill. Erlan, that's Sonata trying to get Aran down. The Vengeance used up, the arrow connecting, but there's no follow-up here. Fabian walking back and forth, like trying beats used up already. A ton over. Oh, goodbye to the HP bar. Aran decimated. Arrow purify out. That's Sonata not ready to get.
No way.
The base is open, wide open. EVOS have just defeated the defending champions of MPL Indonesia in their debut performance. Once he gets the crits, it's gonna be crazy on the lure. Look at that.
Oh my.
Hold up. Engage. Oh, what happened to Beloyski? The Spirit Retribution. Oh, what? Gob's now caught. Will be taken down. How has Makit done it twice? Do they respond? They've stalled the game even longer.
I mean, again, the two remaining players are Boy and Kenzie, the one with the range and the wave clear.
Oh, Winter Crown. Can he get away? Oh, he does! Can we turn the guard? And then Erlan with a shot, able to find a worldie. So far away with a Melfic gun. 2 turrets gone. Geek Fam trying to defend. Is it geekable? Oh boy. That's a respectable try from a boy right there, but EVOs, are they overstaying their welcome? Loki jumps through the space migration, gets taunted him again. Forced to flicker out, still immortality gone. Reggie gets him, Natco gets the curse blast. Albert dodging away from the Detonata just barely. There is Cobbs, holds the front line for Kenzie Skate to clear out. 3 base turrets, a boy, 10 seconds. Oh boy. Respawn, turn the guard, locking him out with the taunt as well. Make it, trying to lock him down. Cobbs getting in front of pursuit, getting the sustain, not enough though. To deal with Erlan, damage now, Eternal! Damage from Albert with the electrifying beat. Kenziski flickers forward, tries to geek it out, but it won't be enough. Erlan gets the last shot. It's a goal to the base.
A clean 2-0 for the White Tigers for EVOS against Geek on their debut performance.
We were all expecting them to at least qualify the playoffs. I'm not too sure about upper brackets. I personally didn't have them. They're up in the top 2, even though they were top 2. But to see them go from number 2 all the way to number 7, not making it to the playoffs with the lineup that they have is ridiculous, in my opinion. And I don't know where to start. I really don't, because there were a ton of problems for EVOS. The roster issues at the start with some of their players having, you know, scandals and stuff and having to be replaced last second, to in the season itself still shuffling between players. But I can round it up to, again, shuffling different players. This is a strategy that EVOS have kind of gone with for like what, the last 6 seasons, the last 5 seasons, all right? All the way from season 10 to 15, they've always really liked shuffling their players. And out of season 10 to 15, we've only seen them make it to playoffs twice. Season 11 and 13. That's it. The rest of the seasons, all 3, they didn't make it. So I just don't understand what the idea is with the management right now. Why do you constantly want to change players? And why do they put such a high emphasis on reading? And well, reading is fine. Reading the comment section is fine. But listening to the comment section, listening to the netizens, it has to be one of the worst management what's it called? Advice that they can take. Listening to the comments. 90% of the people in the comments are trolls. The other 10% are dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
I 100% know what you mean.
Laphel, they had this roster, with Reggie, Natco in the mid lane, Albert, Key, and Erlan. They swapped out Natco for Suelo, because Suelo is a mid laner. Natco is an XP gold laner that just was there to fill in the role, Then, after one bad performance, still being number 3 in the standings, with one bad performance, and even then, in the highest stake matchup in the whole season against RRQ in the Classic Derby. Erlan failed in that series. With that one series, after the first 3 weeks of him being amazing, they started to make him the scapegoat. They started to blame him. The legend started calling him out, telling the whole Evo squad to sell Erlan to... This guy was getting ridiculous hate. And all for what? For one match. And the management listened. They promoted Brands back up. And not to say that I don't love Brands because he's my boy. He's ex-BTR, bro. But stop listening to the netizens. Make your own decisions. You hired professionals, Avil, Caleb, to give you advice, yet you're listening to 5-year-olds on the internet. Yeah. What are you doing?
Mirko, I understand so much because you know what's funny? That happened in Malaysia.
Well, what team?
TODAK. And it's
with these big orgs, man.
And here's the thing. It's the same situation. There's a very high chance they don't go to the playoffs. The only thing that's different, like, it is exactly the same thing. They had a roster that got number 3 in the last season of MPL. And then they brought in that roster here in MPL Malaysia with 100% win rate. And then they change, and they've only won once after the change. They haven't won anything after that, and now they're suffering from not going to playoffs. The big difference is, Mirko, between EVOS and TODAK, the manager here got fired. Yeah, no, honestly, I feel bad, but yeah, like, does that happen in the Philippines, Brigida? You know, some.
I can't say. I think no? If it's just in terms of that,
Philippines
there's a.
is different.
Hey, wait. Let me say what I think, because like I feel like there's a contrast then if we're like talking about the Philippines and all that's happening between like EVOS and TODAK as mentioned by Laphel, because like if it were to be the same case in the Philippines, then I think it's common knowledge for a lot of us that Jaypee is probably one of the biggest targets of like a lot of the like a lot of the people online just keep saying Jaypee, you gotta replace Jaypee, but like
it's Jaypee's fault.
See, if they did do that, if they did listen, then we probably wouldn't see TLPH this way right now.
Exactly.
After waiting for some time and after changing their coaching staff, then they're just suddenly like this. So, see?
So you're telling me, Brig, that if I listen to the coaches I hire, to the professionals I hire to give me advice, that I will get good advice over listening to the netizens at home?
Yeah, because you hire professionals.
I'm sorry, but that's a pretty hot take. I don't know how to feel about that one. Like that too spicy for me, too inferno-ish for me. Like listening to professionals instead of people on the internet.
Doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Like I don't know.
You always have to listen to comments.
We live in different borders here, man. Like that's.
I agree. Brig, what is even the Philippines? Listening to professionals.
You guys suck.
Oh man.